Good morning, lacrosse fans. We are going to be treated to what should be a fantastic game here. We have undefeated Israel playing undefeated Jamaica in a 7 a.m. game. I can't believe we're here, but it's worth it. I'm Connor Wilson from LaxAllStars.com, bringing you a little play-by-play. I don't have rosters, but I do know some of these guys. I'll do my best to give you a little description of what's going on as you watch what should be a pretty fantastic international lacrosse game. Got a lot of heritage players here, guys with parents, grandparents who are born in the country, guys who have gotten passports. And, a number of these guys I think you'll see from each team on the 2018 World Lacrosse Championships teams for their respective countries. This is the International Lacrosse Showdown, taking place the same weekend as the Final Four. We got over some amazing semifinal games yesterday. Both turned out to be one-goal games. Maybe we'll get as lucky here and get a thrilling one-goal game. We now have a 16-second long face-off. After 20 seconds, Jamaica comes up with the ball. And they'll look to settle down and get their first 6-on-6 possession. These games are being played at Johnson and Wales University, just outside, or actually inside, of Providence, Rhode Island. We have a turnover there. Ball slipped away. Looks like it's going to get picked off, and it is. A little bit of unsettled play. Jamaica will slow it down. And then find the open guy on the back door. A great skip pass, a little face dodge, and a nice off-stick high finish after a nice little box fake inside. Jamaica up 1-0 early on. We are playing two 20-minute halves. It'll be running time unless we are in a 2 to 3 goal game with less than 2 minutes. Then they will play stop time. Point of this isn't necessarily to win, although you always come out to win and play the games that way. But the point for a lot of these teams is to start getting ready for the meaningful games in 2018. Those World Championships will be played in Netanya, Israel. It's the first time ever that we'll see a Lacrosse World Championships played outside of a Blue Division host country, which is very cool. The Men's World Championships have only ever been held in the U.S., Canada, England, and Australia. So to see the World Games going to Israel, a country that only started their national program in 2012, is incredibly impressive. We've got Israel now with their first offensive possession of the day. You definitely expect a lot of ball movement from Israel. They do a great job getting the ball hot and then dodging off of a hot pass. And again, our second goal of the game, scored off a skip pass, this time coming from X, finding the midi up top, who unleashes the heat. Top corner, nothing but net. Beautiful shot. Great job hiding his stick. Catching and shooting all in one motion. Big face-off coming up here. Got about 16 and a half minutes left in this first half. Tied up 1-1. Good fight here for the loose ball. Good loose ball there by Jamaica, but a great ride by Israel. Puts it back on the turf. Jamaica comes back up with it. We're going to see this Jamaica offense step back out in the field and get things going. Jamaica doing a good job here, settling down. Another skip pass, perhaps a little overplayed by the defense. Allows a good dodge. Good swarming D there by Israel. It looks like we've got a slash coming up. Jamaica going on the extra man here. Israel will be down a man. Starting out wide. So we've got a 1 minute slashing penalty. Ref says he got him on his back. I'm going to trust the zebra. "20 seconds gone on the penalty. Jamaica doing a good job probing. Israel standing tight. Little sidearm, a low to high riser. It's going to be backed up by the Israel goalie. They're going to have about 25 seconds of man down clearing time. This is Jake Silberlicht. He's just going to leg it up. Good ride by Jamaica there. We're all even here. Israel doing a good job using that late substitution to find an open guy, create a chance. A nice cut from the midfielder up top. Shot goes a little bit high, but Israel backs it up and will retain possession. Good ball movement there. Nice cut through to bury the pole in the crease. Excellent job by the Dodger there to draw the hot man. Get it right back to the guy he got it from. Good opportunity there. Backed up by Israel. They'll bring it back in from X. Nice dodge to try and get top side, but a great save from the Jamaica goalie. Staying big, being fundamental. Excellent stick there. Knocked that pass down. This is Andrew Kruder. Played his college lacrosse at Lebanon Valley College. Grew up out on Long Island. Got a nice wing dodge, a great overhand shot, high to low. Rings off the pipe. Jamaica controls the rebound. They've now got a slight numbers advantage. And they take advantage of it. Nice little piece of ball movement there to draw, dump it to the cutting midi. Another excellent overhand fundamental shot, finding that far pipe. Jamaica up 2-1 with just under 12 minutes left to go in this first half. Big face-off here coming up. They're all big, but when a game is tight, they're even bigger. Nice job there by the Jamaica draw guy to win the clamp and maintain possession. Through a little bit of a fight, get it out to his teammate. Jamaica goes back on 0 with a 2-1 lead. 11 minutes left to go in this first half. Bobbled pass, turns it over. Israel is going to pick up possession in their own end and try to clear the ball. Easy clear for Israel as they bring it down the side. Get the ball through X. Nice job by the goalie there to get his stick up and knock that pass from X down. Big loose ball here. Excellent job there by Israel to scoop it up and move it quickly. Both these teams have a very interesting mix of players. We see a nice little dodge there from X. You've got high school guys. You've got current college players. You've got guys who've been out of college for years. D2, D3, D1 players, MCLA guys. Feed inside. That was Josh Rotman with the catch. Changed planes, did a great job with that shot. Nice fundamental overhand take. Jamaica goalie was up to the task, however. Good opportunity there for Jamaica in transition. Couldn't find the net. Israel did a good job getting back into the hole, protecting the heart of the defense. Great dodge there to find the middle of the field. Another overhand rip. You know, as the player is going to a strong hand to the right, the ability to be able to pull that ball back to that far pipe, you know, whichever side you're dodging to, is just, it is an undeniably important skill in lacrosse. It's also a very hard thing to do physically, but when you do it right, like that young man just did, it looks beautiful. Did a great job drawing the goalie over to his left, over to the goalie's left, and then shooting it back to the goalie's right. It's a very hard shot to stop. As somebody who played goalie in 6th through 8th grade, I can tell you I let in a number of those. Wasn't a very good goalie. Wasn't a very good midfielder either. I think that's probably why they moved me to defense my first day of college. We're going to push on Jamaica. Israel's going to take it out in the alley and restart it. We've got Jamaica with a 3-1 lead with about 7.5 minutes left to play in this first half. Great dodge there, good ball movement. Excellent physical defense there, played by the Jamaica short sticks. And a nice little ground ball. Player wasn't quite ready for it, a turnover. Israel doing a great job making Jamaica pay for a mistake in their own end. Smart play. And that, you know, for you younger guys out there, making a pass back to the middle of the field in your own defensive end. You know, sometimes that's where the open guy is, but it is a risky play because even if you just, you know, one bobble and that kind of stuff can happen. But again, that's why you're playing these games. You know, we're not waiting until we're in Israel in 2018 to make these mistakes. It's great to get out here this year, you know, the summer before, and see what your team is made of and get some film and see what you're doing right and what you can do better, and that's the point of this international showcase. It's why these teams are here. It's why they played last year, and probably why they'll potentially be back even next year as a warm-up for the actual World Championships, which will be played 2018 summer in Israel. Got a 3-2 game here with 5.5 minutes left in the first half. Once again, we are playing 20-minute running time halves. Nice alley dodge there from Kyle Bergman. Final pass doesn't really pan out, but good job by Matt Flapin to pick up that loose ball, get it back, and dodge the alley himself. Good job. Israel with 2 guys playing behind right now. Nice skip pass up top and another little dip and drop. Lowers his shoulder, puts the ball high, and we are tied at 3. We thought this might be a good game. It is definitely living up to the hype. We've seen some good saves, some long, drawn-out face-off battles, a couple sweet goals, some great defense, some good physical play. Guys just getting after it at 7 a.m. I got to say that the dedication of these international teams, not only to come here to Providence to play, but to also get up every morning at 5:30 and get over to the fields by 6:10, warm up, get ready, and be ready to play at 7 a.m. I've been impressed with my own ability to wake up and get here and talk. I've been much more impressed with their ability to get out here and actually play competitive lacrosse. Good clear there by Israel. Pohl takes it down the alley. Can't quite connect with the ex-attackman, but it looks like he's going to keep it in. And they do successfully. Good job dealing with physical play there from Israel. But Jamaica doing a fantastic job getting sticks up in the passing lane, getting sticks on sticks. Good transition opportunity here for Jamaica. They're going to pull it out a little bit, though. Take their time. Get their long stick off. Get another shorty on. A little bit of concern over too many men there. I think at the end of the day, it didn't give either team an advantage or disadvantage. So the refs kind of just let it go. Or they didn't see it. Really inconsequential to the gameplay. Nice backdoor cut there from Jamaica. Can't put that shot on cage. But they do get the backup and will retain possession. Trying to break a 3-3 tie with 2.5 minutes left in the first half. We've definitely seen some good competitive games so far. This has probably been the tightest game we've seen yet. Some really good action we've seen. It's just nice quick lefty catch, release, overhand bouncer. Sometimes you got to unleash those, keep the defense honest to make sure that they are pressing so that when you do move the ball, they have to respect you. They have to come out and play you. It's a good balance between the outside shots and trying to work your inside game. Good save there in the off-stick side from the Israel goaltender. An aggressive ride by Jamaica. But Israel comes up with the ball and looks like they'll be able to clear this one with relative ease. Jamaica doing a good job getting numbers back, packing it in on defense. Israel now has just over a minute to try and organize a good offensive set. get something going and put in the go-ahead goal. And they do. Jake Soberlicht, a really nice little alley dodge with his right, a little hesitation move. Got the defender to take a step back, put it in his left, increased his angle, hit him with the bouncer. We've seen a lot of overhand bounce shots today. Even if you're playing on turf where the bounce is perfect, I'm still a big fan of the overhand bounce shot. I think it's a tricky shot to save, and there's a lot that can happen. Yeah, sometimes it's going to hit the goalie in the knee, but sometimes it won't. In many cases, that is good enough. So Israel taking their first lead of the game, 4-3. We've got about 15 seconds left in the half. They win the draw. Maybe looking to tack one more on. Skip pass through. Does not connect. Israel is going to pick that off and heave the ball down the field with about 5 seconds left. Israel managed to get a shot off at the end of the half there. It was from distance, and the Jamaica goalie ate it up. Regardless, Israel is up 4-3. We have seen a great competitive game so far. We will be back with the second half in about 6 or 7 minutes. We are set to start the second half here. We've got Israel holding a slight 4-3 lead. We have 20 more minutes of running time lacrosse to see if that scoreline is going to hold up. I don't think we're not going to see any more goals, so my guess is it's going to change a little bit. It's been a very competitive game, a lot of fun to watch. Both these teams getting after it, playing hard. Great rake out there from the Jamaica faceoff guy. Gets it to his long stick on the wing. They're going to move it down the offensive wing and settle in for a little 6-on-6-0. It's Andrew Kruder there. Great job to create a little transition opportunity. Zings it off the outside of the pipe there. But Israel will retain possession. Good backup there from Nick Lipsher. I wish I knew every player's name. I only know who some of these guys are. I don't have rosters. But, you know, when you throw a pass like that, that's a good thing because I'm not throwing your name out there. Honestly, I'm very impressed, all kidding aside, at the level of play that I've seen. You know, not only given the fact that we're still more than a full year away from the World Championships, given the fact that these are not necessarily the final national teams, and then given the fact that we are playing games at 7 o'clock in the morning. So the skill level out here, the intensity level is really high. But it's a positive atmosphere where guys are out there learning, getting better, playing team lacrosse. Good feed in there inside. Excellent job by the Israeli defense to crush down and protect the heart. Great check there on the attempted ground ball pickup. Looks like we got a push call in Israel going back to Jamaica. Good sidearm bounce shot there. Doesn't find the cage. Jamaica did have backup. They will retain possession. About 2 minutes into the second half. Good stick there by the Israeli D. But Jamaica picks up the ground ball and will stay on offense for 6-on-6. Good job there by the Israeli defense to eat that shot, but it ends up in Jordan's stick. He's going to finish from there. Great overhand shot. Nice bouncer finding the high corner from the Jamaican lefty. I played with Jordan a little bit in New York City. He was originally a field guy. He's been playing a little bit more box over the last couple of years, which is always good to see, playing for the Brooklyn Dodgers. They're actually the 3-time New York City Box League defending champs, which means that I got to do a little bit more work next year with the LaxAllStars team and get us competitive again. We've been playing the finals the last 3 years, but not winning. So we got some work to do. Jamaica picking up the ball off the possession violation on the faceoff. We're tied up at 4 here. About 3.5 minutes gone in this one. Jamaica getting organized, cycling through a little bit. They got a high dodger up top on a short stick. Take the lefty overhand bounce shot. On the run, got his full body momentum behind that one, a little bit of additional power, and snuck it by the goalie. Again, we have seen some unbelievable sidearm and underhand, low to highs, all that kind of stuff. But the most effective shot that we have seen game after game after game here this weekend has been the overhand bounce shot. So don't tell me the overhand bounce shot is dead just because we're playing on turf. I don't believe it. Great face-off win there for Israel. Nice little pinch and pop. Comes right back down. He tried the overhand bounce shot. Goalie makes a save. I thought that was a pretty clear example of a player trying to play it with his hand, but Jamaica trying to get the time out there. I thought that they had it. Refs decided they did not, but a good aggressive ride puts the ball back on the ground. Good clear there by the box side. Jamaica now has a 5-4 lead with under 15 minutes to go in the second half. Not a lot of my predictions have been correct this weekend, but when I said it wouldn't stay 4-3, I was right about that one. I do keep making them. I don't know if it's the best decision, but I'm going to keep making them anyways. It's fun. I like being wrong. Game intensity here has definitely picked up a little bit. While I say the teams aren't playing to win, maybe that's not the final goal. It's not the most important thing. It's not how you judge how successful of a weekend you had. At the same time, every single guy out here is a competitive lacrosse player, and they want to win. You got a scoreboard. One team has more goals than the other. It's a lacrosse game. Good handle there from Jamaica on the clear. Got some pretty solid depth here from a lot of teams. You got to be looking at 26, 27 guys for Jamaica. Israel is easily at 21. Some of the other teams out here have huge rosters as well. Good fight there and a nice goose to get it out for himself. Jamaica's going to slow it down a little bit, get some subs on. We've still got Jamaica up 5-4 with just under 13 minutes to go. Since this game is a tight one, and I would imagine it will stay tight, we could see stoppage time in the last 2 minutes. Other than that, it is running time. Pass was a little bit high. Couldn't reel it in. Israel will get an easy clear from the sideline. Look to set up their 6-on-6. A little embellishment. Probably didn't see that on the video, but one of the Jamaican guys got knocked over and then made it look funny. We'll take it. A little levity, always nice pre-8 a.m. Good job here, Jamaica. They are in an open set. Now they're going to bring one of their middies down to the high crease. Create some space. Good time to dodge. Kick it back up top. Good job to eat that shot by Matt Flappin. Good overhand take there. Defender staying big. Jamaica with the backup. They're going to bring it in from X. Now looking to invert on the short stick. Israel does a good job switching the pole on. Just under the 11-minute mark here. Jamaica goes high to high, about 6 inches over the cage. But they retain possession with a good backup behind. And we'll proceed to get back into their 6-on-6. A little bit of a high pass. Israel's going to pick it up on the far sideline. On offense from Jamaica, you see a lot of open set and then getting a guy into that high crease right away. They seem happy to dodge from X, dodge from the wing, dodge from up top. Now Israel on the 6-on-6. Looks like they are going to invert from X on a shorty. Friday's games from Israel, we saw primarily midfielders dodging. As the games have gone on, we've seen more and more stuff from the attack, more and more dodges from X. Nice little hesitation dodge and a kickback. Looks like we've got a 30-second push call on Jamaica. So again, while these are not, nobody's going away with a trophy or a gold medal from these games. People are into it. They're playing hard. The coaches are on the refs a little bit. We are at Final Four weekend. Maybe they've been watching some of the D1 coaches talk to the refs. And I'm not going to name names, but when I watch those games, I am amazed at what the referees allow the D1 coaches to do and say. Honestly, I find it a little bit disgraceful at times. Just because, the message to every kid, don't talk back to refs. Don't yell at refs. Let the guys go out there and do their job. And then we have some of the biggest names, at the biggest universities in the world just berating officials. Not a huge fan of that. I'd like to see these guys throw flags on them. I know that would end it very quickly, and I think it would set a much better example for high school coaches and youth lacrosse coaches. Let the refs, you coach your players. Let the players play. I'll end my rant on ranting coaches. And get back to this great game. We got 7.5 minutes left. Jamaica holding a 5-4 lead. Jamaica went up early. Israel came back, clawed back. They took a 4-3 lead. Jamaica's got the last 2 goals. And now with about 7 minutes left, we are hitting crunch time. The 7 minutes will go pretty quickly. Good inside look there. Pass may not have been perfect, but it was a good look. I certainly like the effort. Israel's going to pick up the ball on their own end line. Josh Offit, former Duke lacrosse player. So the Israeli penalty is released. Got about 6 minutes and 15 seconds left in this one. More than enough time for each of these teams to tack on potentially a couple more goals. Good hesitation move there. Another overhand bouncer goes a little bit wide. If that ball had gone out a little bit later, Jamaica may have come up with it, but Israel got the backup. We've got a settled dodging situation. Really kind of a dummy dodge to set up the next dodge. Israel not content to just take the good shot, really looking for a great shot, and maybe an unnecessary attempt at a skip pass there. They're going to need a good hard ride to get this ball back. Jamaica's got 5 guys on their defensive end. Good job finding the midi, cutting back to the midfield line. So with 5 minutes left, we got a timeout. Clock is not going to stop. It will keep running. So we'll probably come back for this timeout with about 4:30 or 4:15 left in the game. Clock is now stopped. It's a fluid situation, if we will. Now it's running again. There we go. On the other field right now, we just saw looks like a nice goal from Puerto Rico. Are you off? No. Looks like Greece scored that one against Puerto Rico. I was half right. Against the Philippines. I was not even close. But it was a pretty goal. I'm looking through a field hockey net, actually 2 field hockey nets and a set of mesh wiring, and it's 7 a.m. So I'm going to excuse my mistake. But I've got help here, and they're keeping me on my toes, which I appreciate. It's excellent. Seen some great lacrosse. I've been able to see a lot of these international teams so far this weekend. Friday, Saturday, now Sunday. It's Sunday, right? And it's been really good stuff. Really good to see a lot of these programs getting out here. I think Greece and Puerto Rico, Portugal, I believe that 2018 will be their first World Championships. So while there's been some stuff going on in those countries, Puerto Rico not technically a country, although in the Olympics they do play as a separate nation, even though they are a Commonwealth of the United States. Or protectorate, not sure their current status. Nice pickoff there by Israel on defense. Sticks up, kids. Get your sticks up. You never know when you'll pick off a pass. And just some vicious, vicious high heat from number 26 on Israel. A nice little look and transition. Gets that skip pass across. Lefty to lefty. I think the goalie thought it was going low. I thought it was going low. It went high. Right under the crossbar. That was a beautiful shot. And that brings us to a 5-5 tied-up game with just over 4 minutes to go in this one. We did see an overtime game yesterday where you play a 4-minute period of sudden victory, sudden death. I guess it depends on which receiving end of the goal you're on. Great ground ball there from Jamaica, looking to push transition. Takes a sidearm shot, goes just a little bit wide, but backed up by the Israel goalie. I think the refs they probably got that one right. They're a lot closer to the action than I am, so I'm going to trust them. So with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in this one, we've got a 5-5 game, and Israel possessing the ball, a settled 6-on-6 offensive opportunity. Great dodge to the left and then a kickback pass to the right, but the Jamaican goalie with another big save. Good pass across. And now Israel on the ride, but Jamaica gets it over midfield and down to their attack down the alley. In the background, that far side, you've got Hungary warming up. Believe they will play in an 8 a.m. game next. This morning at the start of the game, I was almost actually surprised that the lights weren't on. You know, it's a little overcast. Good look inside, didn't quite connect. Nice goose there from Israel. Jamaica comes up with the initial ground ball. And then we've got a hold on Israel. Loose ball hold. So Jamaica will take possession. Get it down the alley. And then move it back through X. Got a shorty matchup back there. Does a great job getting topside, takes the extra step to glory, and finishes just around the stick of the Israeli goalie. That gives Jamaica a 6-5 lead with actually exactly a minute and 35 left in this game. That's assuming we don't go to overtime. As I said, we are doing a running time, 20-minute halves, unless it's a tight game, and then the last 2 minutes, it will be stop time. So Jamaica now with a 6-5 lead. Israel looking to get the equalizer, and Jamaica looking to add an insurance goal or kill off the clock. Great ground ball battle there. I don't know Corey's last name, number 18. He's got a Deerfield helmet on for Jamaica, but he has been a ground ball machine on the faceoff wings. I mean, I think if the ball has skirted out, you know, the draw guys haven't picked it up themselves, he's probably picked up 3/4 of the ground balls off the faceoffs. He's had a great game. Push transition, picked off some passes. Excellent stuff from number 18 for Jamaica. Good job to trap the ball there at X. Dodges topside, looks to get that feed through. With 37.2 seconds left, we've got a slashing call on Jamaica on the loose ball. Looks like he tagged the goalie up a little bit. I actually couldn't see it that well. I was blocked by some other players. We've got a timeout blue. That's Israel. Trying to get the equalizer at 6-5 with Jamaica in the lead with 37 seconds left. So I'd expect to see the Israel big guns. Most of their experienced players should come out for this final set. Probably the guys who've been here a couple days, been playing together. But again, that's another prediction, and those have not been panning out all that well for me this weekend. So we shall see what will happen. Oh, it looks like I was pretty accurate on that one, as we've got the offensive guys coming out for Israel. Looks like Jake Soberlicht, Josh Offit. Kyle Bergman is out there. A couple other guys we've seen a lot of this weekend. These games are great. It's a lot of fun to see 15-year-old, 16-year-old kids competing, playing with, guys who are Division I lacrosse graduates. It's inspiring that these young guys can play at such a high level, and that the guys who played D1 are happy to be out here playing with some younger guys, teaching them the finer points of the game, how their international programs work, and really trying to push things forward for the future. So Israel's not the only team out here doing that. Jamaica's got some really young guys. Puerto Rico, Philippines. I mean, you've got a lot of teams out here. Good take. About 12 seconds have passed. We've got 25 seconds left. 15 seconds here left in the game. Tries a backside look. Time is winding down. Jamaica goalie comes up with a big ground ball. With about 5 seconds left. He's going to leg it. Move it down the side, and that is going to do it. I tell you, we saw a great game. And, while nobody likes to lose, that the Israel guys got a lot out of this. The Jamaica guys got a lot out of this. It's fantastic stuff. Now you're going to see a handshake, and everybody will be friends again afterwards. That's really what this is about. It's what the sport is about. But for these events where you've got teams traveling from all over, just trying to get better, that's what it's really about. So, great stuff. Excited to watch Hungary in the next game. We'll be back for that one. It's been Connor Wilson from LaxAllStars.com bringing you a little play-by-play color commentary on this overcast but beautiful morning, Johnson & Wales University in Providence, Rhode Island.